Going on, Chad, UFC Dad, MMA Moneyline here. Week 2, Season 9, Dana White Contender Series, best bets. Let's go. We're going to start off with the first fight of the night that I have on the card is Tim Kuzi versus Ramiro Jimenez. Jimenez is a favorite at minus 350. Scrappy guy, not elite, but should take care of most guys at this level. He is minus 350 for a reason. I think that's a good number for him. Kuzi is a good power, looks for takedowns, scrapper. I think he's going to be a little bit outclassed in this fight, though, to tell you the truth. I like Jimenez a lot. Jimenez with a W here. Moving on to the next one, Hockett versus Urel. Urel is plus 350, 6'1", about 240. Pretty explosive. Doesn't look like it, but he's pretty explosive. Explosive jiu-jitsu as well. Hockett, wrestling background. Again, 6'1", about 240. A lot more solid, though. Looks like he can possibly make 205 with his build. He's undefeated so far. He's minus 500 in this fight, and I think for a good reason. I think he's going to get the takedown early, ground and pound this guy out for a W. All right, moving on to the next fight. Lewis Lee Scott out of England versus the Indian Sakumar. Sakumar is undefeated 5-0. He's plus 300 in this fight. He always looks pretty composed in his fight. That is against low-level competition, but it is cool to see that he is pretty level-headed. There's about a billion of these motherfuckers, so hopefully they can finally find an Indian that can find the UFC. I mean, you might have to do one of those competitions, 1 in a billion, try to find. But I don't think it's him, honestly. I think Lewis Lee Scott is slick. He's young. He's well-rounded. He's that new wave of MMA fighters I've seen. Not really any weaknesses anywhere. Has athletic ability to back it up as well. Minus 430 at the time of recording this video. I like LLS a lot. Lewis Lee Scott with the W here. Moving on to the next one, we have Exposito versus Delano. Delano is minus 500. Excellent striker. I think he's fought in LFA a few times. Again, typical Muay Thai striker. Decent ground game, but he's going to try to keep the fight standing. Exposito is a Argentinian. He's plus 340. Really good grappler, really good scrambles. He fought his last fight at 140. This fight's, I believe, at 145, so he's a little bit smaller for this weight class. But I like Exposito a lot here. I think he's his scramble, his grappling, and he's going to be able to do okay. He's also a decent striker. I think he's going to do a lot better than people think standing up. So my pick here is Exposito, the plus 340 underdog. And the last main event of the night, the last pick is going to be Cam Ralston versus Holmes. Holmes is coming on this fight, late replacement. He is a plus athlete, in my opinion. I think he is a good striker, not technical, really, but he is a decent striker. He's going to put those paws on you. And then Ralston, we've seen him before. He fought Finney, I believe, in his last Dana White Contender Series. Got held down pretty much all the time. He is, if you look at his tape, well-versed, making a second appearance. And I love guys that are making their second appearance in Dana White Contender Series, personally. I think they kind of get those UFC jitters. I know it's not the UFC, but those UFC jitters out of the way and kind of can just fight and be a little bit more themselves. He's a plus 125 here. Now I'm going to take him. So just a quick recap. We have Ralston, we have Exposito, we have Scott, Hockett, and Jimenez. Been doing so good in the first week. Went 4-1, so hopefully I can recap that. UFC 319, I went 5-4. A couple of fights fell out, so I went 5-4 on that. Still haven't had a losing card yet. That's pretty darn good, guys. So stick with me. I'm going to continue to get better. I believe I'll have a Johnny Walker Niang update by Thursday night, Friday morning. So stay with me, guys. MMA Moneyline. Chad, the UFC Dad here. We're doing good. About to finish this UFC season and the Dana White Contender season here strong, guys. So stick with me. All right. Peace.